All right, everyone. This is for the plan for career salary and cost of living over time. So this is going to be our exponential functions equation that we are going to be using to come up with our additional numbers. So look for the slide that looks like this, whose title is Plan with an underline for career salary and cost of living over time. So go ahead and pause the video and find this slide. Okay. Now we want to take a look at the information that's included here, but we're going to be getting rid of a lot of the stuff that's on this slide, and then putting in our own information there. So this is an exponential equation. Um, and we're going to be using this twice, actually, once for our career and once for the yearly inflation cost of living, for cost of living. So you can see that this is a text box, which is going to be very nice. But just letting you know, the A amount is going to be the starting amount. So when we go to do this for our salary, this is the starting salary, the very beginning salary that you found in the previous slide. This value right here is going to represent the wage increase that your career sees in the first few years of working in that career. And then the X is going to stay because that represents the different number of years that you work in your career, and you're just getting started right now, so we just leave the X. That just stands for number of years. So you can get rid of all of the other extraneous pieces that you don't need. Leave this text box up here, and then go ahead. What I would do is click on the formula and like move that out of the way so you don't accidentally erase that. And then just go through and, start. You can either click, you can, we don't want to get rid of that piece. You can start just deleting all of these little rest of those things. Delete. I keep that up there. There we go. And now we have just this piece right here. Okay. So for my flight attendant salary over time, the fuchsia purpley color is the starting salary. So for my starting salary, it was $25 an hour. It's an hourly wage. Also, all of the research that I read says flight attendants don't work when they're first getting started 40 hours a week. Really, they don't. They're on a standby situation. So I did 20 hours a week, 25 hours per week. So $25 an hour at 25 hours per week times 52 weeks a year is $32,500. So that's a little note that I put in there, since mine is not a typical yearly salary per se. It's an hourly. And flight attendants do not work 40 hours a week when they're just getting started. So I put it in. If you have any little pieces there, maybe yours is based off of 50 weeks, maybe the starting salary removed a 2-week vacation time. Who knows? Make sure that you're looking for that as well. So there's my starting salary. So in place of the purple fuchsia A right there, you're going to type in your starting salary. Okay. Oops, let's extend the text box. There we go. And down here for your increase, your wage increase. So, hopefully every year you're going to get a raise, and that percentage is going to depend on your career choice and, how things are going. It's a lot of it is performance based for a lot of different jobs and careers. So the better you perform, the more you work, the higher your raise is going to be. Other things are, very kind of regulated, where it kind of, it doesn't matter what your salary is or what your performance is, you have the same raise as everybody else. Okay, so the percentage increase. So this is percent, remember? So this is 104%. Reminder, when you are getting a raise, you are still making your current salary plus the amount of your raise. So the one here, the one represents 100%, which is your original starting salary. And then the 0.04 for me represents that 4% wage increase. So my salary after however many years, after 1 year, let's say after 1 year, is going to be 104% of my starting salary. I'm going to be making 4% more than I did make. So that's the 100% representing my original starting salary and my 4% representing the wage increase. And then down here, I just put a small little note about that as well. So if you've got something that's a little bit different in your wage increases, that maybe you put that in there as well. So in your slide, in that blue B value, we're going to type in your wage increase. And again, you can type in some notes, especially if you have something a little bit different about your career choice, like I did with my flight attendant choice, starting salary, all of that. Okay. All right. Once you've done that, we're going to do the same thing for the equation for cost of living. So we are going to be using the same basic structure of the formula. So I am just going to copy and paste this same thing. We're just going to be changing the numbers because we're talking about the cost of living. F of x, remember, this is a function. F of x is also another word for another way of saying y, except we're talking about functions here. So if our first function was f of x, our next function is going to be g of x, because they're going to be two different equations, one for salary, one for cost of living. So same thing here. You are going, in the pink, you're going to put in the cost of living for living in the state of Colorado. And then the cost of living that I used was for 2021. 2022 is now on there. However, it's an 8%, which if you look at the last several years, it's an anomaly for sure. So you could take an average of the previous years, just because, you know, the 8% is an anomaly, and hopefully it will go down. So I had used the 3.54%. Same thing though. The cost of living is going to be 100% of this year's cost of living, and that's what that one is. And then that 0.0354, that's the 3.54% increase. So I'm going to be paying this to live in the state of Colorado for a year, plus a 3.54% increase every year that I live in Colorado. So I'm going to change. Oops, 5, 4, not 4. There we go. And that represents the cost of living exponential equations.